We are back. Welcome to the Tag Report. Sorry for the long delay. We were getting our friend Asdiff ready. He said be there in 5. So we should be good. Welcome once again, Wayne. Thank you for being
welcome,
here.
Asdiff.
Welcome, Asdiff. Almost. He's going to be in just a moment, unless he texts me again in a second. Music by SelfySyntax. Thank you, Selfie. And then, of course, we're going to make this transition very shortly. Sorry, I really like the Selfie intro, so I'll just bop into it a little longer before we switch over to Wipeout Audio. And we'll send a link to Wipeout Audio when we upload to YouTube as Wipeout Audio. They can get it. They know what's up. All right. Tag report. Ah, geez, I just got a text from Asdiff. You kidding me? What does this mean? All right, so the panel, Asdiff had an accident when making dessert. I don't know what that
happened to the
means.
sandwiches?
Yeah, he doesn't show up with the sandwiches, and now he has an accident when making dessert. What kind of accident? So vague.
Okay, yeah, but who cares?
All right, and of course, we would be joined by Bright, but he's doing aroma and light therapy for all the players, so appreciate you, Bright. That's a big deal. Thank you, buddy.
Has he taken like a IT PT class from Cheese Doodle? He's really getting into therapeutic.
Yeah, I think he must have. He must have, yeah. We're going to do a little discussion here. We got some topics. We're going to try to keep them light and breezy. Team names, has it run its course? I used to enjoy seeing the team names, but I would rate them. And even back then, there would be like maybe 2 out of 10 good ones, you know? What are your thoughts on this, Wayne?
I don't know. I kind of like people expressing themselves. Yalpa has had some abstract team names in the past, including the one this season, the baseball scene from Twilight.
Yeah,
and I don't know, like at a certain point, I just think it's.
I think it's funny.
I'm all for absurdism. Yeah, I'm all for absurdism.
Yeah. I would like to see, and I guess maybe it's a different league setting essentially, but like just consistency in the names. So I guess that would also mean consistency in like players, so trades were a bigger deal, things like that. But I don't know. Everyone's always said that, yeah, that's just never going to happen. So I just got to let it go, Wayne.
Yeah, and we're not even doing trades.
No trades this year.
Burn that idea.
Should we resort? We kind of talked about this before. Should we resort back to an actual farm system? This kind of happened organically. FWO picked up Marcus, so.
Well, miners is always a farm system in a way, but
right, but it's no longer
like associations. Like there's no.
Right, and that's kind of like my point. It's like the whole reason it was called majors and minors because it was a farm system, right? We don't do that anymore, so why is it still majors and minors? I guess like tradition. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. The world's changing, Jam. College football, look at it. They're paying players.
How many roads must a Jam walk down before you can call him a ball? So. Oh, this is a banger. Who's writing these? Asdiff writes these and then doesn't show up. Is there a future of League TagPro? This is a good question to me because we all think, yeah, this is what's keeping it alive. But as the game progresses, it's leaning more into like that almost League of Legends style where you're always in kind of a competitive. It's almost like it's not called like ranked, right? Like is everything just going to be ranked?
Evolve.
Is League going to die? I would be sad, to be honest with you.
The Steam release, I don't know. Yeah, if we go off platform, and it's just ranked, I assume there will still be a Discord community, and like this one will probably become the official one. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll see. What GM would you want to play for? Oh, this is fun. There's so many.
Miaza, because he demands excellence.
I do love Miaza. Oh my gosh. I was going to say Jazz because I really enjoyed the fact that we were about 2 minutes into game 3 when she sent us the link when we were streaming. And we were like, we already got it from someone else. It was so funny. I need that kind of relaxation when I'm playing. Oh.
Yeah, no, they're chill for sure. That's a good vibe.
Oh, playing both leagues. How do we feel on this? So, like, this didn't used to be when I first started covering it, it did change while I was originally covering. But it used to be if you moved up to majors, you didn't get to play minors. Now you can play both.
Yeah,
so,
that has been the case for at least 10 seasons, probably, maybe even 20 now. But, like, it's in that range. It's been pretty established, I think, at this point. And we get another example with Marcus coming up and doing both. So he might be doing both positions too.
That's very true. Oh, before we get here, we did have a bonus before we do our good ad read here. Dual eligible players is from Tumblewood are nice when we need to add signups. Yeah,
no,
that's
DEPs.
True.
That's
dual eligible
yeah, I guess
player.
that's dual eligible. Yeah. I don't know. I always thought of it as depth. So yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and I agree with him on this. It was always nice when they didn't wreck the minors team with a call up, because that always was like, what's the point of minors then?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it was kind of like, we want to be MLB, but we don't nearly have like that kind of structure, and yeah, it just didn't work in my opinion. So, but it does kind of stink for a player like right now, like Cheetos, where it's like, well, I mean, like, what do they do with the rest
he's
of
just
their
in limbo.
Yeah, it sucks. So I don't know, that all needs to be figured out again.
And Marcus for the second season is playing 300 minutes in 2 weeks.
And then the sixth thing we just want to point out, because Tumblewood did say it, he said, sorry, I meant to say we're not at war. He's talking about Poet. He says he's at stat peace with Poet, but clearly mine is better and I hate Poet. That's a wild quote. That is a wild quote.
Doesn't sound like stat peace.
Just kidding. He didn't say that.
Sounds like a jam Dodgeball's ceasefire.
Poet doesn't watch. Womp womp.
Yeah, he won't know.
What do you mean? Dodgeball and I are good. What are you talking about, man? We squashed that beef. Asdiv made those slides, not me.
Didn't sound like it. Didn't sound like it.
I'm just gonna blame everything. All right, we got Cheese Doodle. He has a new boot camp. This is the PTITTP boot camp. Learn your physical therapy, information technology, and TagPro all at the same place, all from the same man, all while getting a snack. Cheese Doodle's PTITTP boot camp, only $3,500 for a 9-week session. Pretty good deal. Wayne's not going.
I think Bright attended. Bright attended. That's why he's doing all these therapeutics.
Bright did attend, and the proof is in the pudding, because Bright's really carrying us here. Week 2 recap. This is what you guys are here for. We'll stop delaying. Let's get into it. We saw Sita. We already seen this in the Majors cast, but in case you only tuned into the Minors cast, we like this map. That was the determination. It's a fun one. It's a banger, and it was very fun to watch all the games.
Yep. Basically.
Week 2 map, Centenaria. Again, I like this map. I thought it was pretty interesting, and there was like a lot of hero plays on this one, which I appreciated. And again,
a little bit harder to cap
100%,
without like transitions. Asdiv describes the base as oppressive.
Yeah.
Like, when you're trying to cap.
Yeah, he has great insight. But these were all great games. Again, we got very lucky. We haven't had one, in my opinion,
still fun ones. Yeah.
Bad series. Everything we've gotten has been stellar. So if TPN is streaming your game, bring the heat, guys. We want it. We want it. We want to make you look good. We want to talk about you next week. Let's get into it. This is OPH against Manchester City. OPH, quick start, 7-6, 7-4. Manchester responds, 6-4, 10-5. OPH.
This was AJ versus the old balls.
AJ.
That I was looking forward to. Yeah, remember?
That's right. Yeah.
Looks like it was a pretty good series. I didn't end up watching. But...
AJ against the Lemon Party. That's what I heard. Where's Asdip? He would appreciate that joke.
Yeah.
Wayne didn't care for it. So Robiny and Rena, we got Robiny's right name, or name spelled correctly, I should say. So, and then we got Nameless on the other side. Wayne, you got any notes before we jump into the deep dive?
No, I didn't watch this game, so.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. I looked at the statistics. I watched 2 of the games. This was a game of runs. Pretty interesting. Manchester 115 to 214 had GTR beef spork. OPH came back. Is it MC or Mick? I assume it's MC. Could be Mick.
I don't know. This was a sub for them, so they did not have their full team. They didn't
really? Who was this?
Yeah. Wasa was supposed to be playing.
Oh, it's supposed to be Wasa. Okay. I thought Mick and Wasa may have been the same, and he was playing.
No, someone confirmed that it was a sub. Yeah.
Much appreciated, team. So, sorry, I was checking chat, but it was all the same stuff we had already seen. So, yeah, AJ 3 caps, 248 hold, 4 pups. Cap, who we rarely talk about, so I decided to highlight him. Well, we didn't talk about him enough last week, so we're going to talk about him this week. 3 caps, 223 hold, 3 pups, and then the Sporkster, 2 caps, 9 tags with 7 returns. but the 7 Jorks just did not show up enough for him.
No.
And then off the bench, here comes Mick. He's got our MC 17 and with 16 returns and 2 pups. Taurus 2 caps. Like, this is a stat heavy game, but it was 7-6, so we kind of expected that. OPH had a bit more prevent, which may have been the difference. Not 100% sure, but 745 to 458. It's about 250 difference right around there. If you really want to do the math, I think it's like 240. Oh, I don't know, something 243. Anyways, game 2 went to OT. That was exciting. I watched game 1 and 2. So Manchester double up pups. Yep, they won 12-6. By the way, game 2 did not go to OT. I think that was left over. I was like, I don't remember that happening. I think maybe game 1 went to OT.
Yeah, it's hard to have a 7-4 OT.
I was just like looking at it like, that's not correct. I think it was just a copy stat.
It doesn't say that on the first slide, so.
Yeah, so somebody let us know, but that's not accurate. So Manchester kind of dominated here. I'm sorry, OPH. I'm out of it now. That really threw me, Wayne. OPH dominated here. AJ again, 15 with 10 returns, 3 caps. And then MC again, the bench sub, just killer. 18 with 16 returns, 301 prevent. And then Taurus, 19 with 11 returns, which is a monster game. And then second game in a row, Manchester had the lead early, but they struggled mid-game and couldn't close it out. So that became kind of a consistent theme throughout this series, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a strong offense over for OPH.
Yeah, they can turn the game in a second. This third game in a row for Manchester, they had the lead early, just couldn't hold on. Taurus did really well again. 3 caps, 3 pups. Spork showed up big time. Sorry, they did hold on here. Manchester, they did win. So Spork had 19 with 13 returns, 3 pups. And Kepper, 1 cap, 19 tags with 11 returns. And it was a TagPro festival. So of the 18, 9 of them were TagPros. 5 went to OPH, 4 to Ban. So that's quite impressive. And then Manchester won the whole battle, 601 to 449. And when the pups are that heavily TagPro, it definitely changes the game, right, Wayne? Like, there's no...
Yeah, it kind of depends how many were at the same time, because they can kind of like neutralize each other, I guess. But
yeah, Manchester found the way and then carried that momentum to game 4. Once again, they jumped out early. They got at least a 3-point lead, and then they held on. This was beef. Just cheer for him. Beef. 4 caps, 215 hold. Sporky. I'm really going on a Spork fest here.
Yeah,
3
Spork
caps, 19 tags. I think it's because I remember Spjork, so I'm just gonna highlight him. And then we got Pearl, who hasn't been highlighted, so we did it here. 18 with 15 returns and a cap. Again, Manchester won the TagPro 6-2, and then they had 50 total tags with 34 returns, whereas OPH only had 42 with 36 returns. I thought that was interesting. More tags, and then they swap on returns. But yeah, heavy scoring game, so I don't know. OPH kind of came back and said, well, we can do that too. We'll beat you by 5 this time. So AJ kind of woke up, 4 caps, 241 hold. Kepper had 2 caps with 202 hold. That's, half, a little less than half the game of hold just for those two. Taurus on the other end had 2 caps and a 133 hold. And then Manchester won the pups 11-7, but it didn't mean anything, even though they had 4-0 TagPro lead as well. Get Right had 4 pups. We haven't mentioned Get Right, so we need to do that. Shout him out. And then OPH went on a 4-0 run in the last 4 minutes. Pretty even statistics. When you look at the games, like a lot of these were pretty interesting this series because the stats were pretty similar. And usually when that's the case, the games are generally much closer than they were. Like the 7-2 and 7-4 games statistically were pretty much the same. So it's it was difficult.
I've seen a couple game 5 blowouts. Maybe.
I think it's the fatigue, right?
Yeah,
you used to see that. So that used to be something that was when majors used to do halves, they would talk about that. They're like, no, it's the dedication of, after going to game 3 or whatever, and it's 2 halves and you're playing if you're in a third game and it's going, you're just like, oh my gosh, it's a journey. But I think a lot of teams kind of roll over and say, we got what we needed. I thought OPH performed well. I really liked Manchester, and they also performed well. But I I thought this was kind of a litmus test for both these teams, and OPH kind of won out. They won 3 of the 5. Doesn't mean Manchester.
And with a sub.
Yeah, and with a sub. So pretty impressive.
Manchester still like proved they're in it.
They're still in it. Yeah, they're still in that playoff hunt. But like, I think OPH was a bit better than I had given them credit for before.
No, I like OPH. I think they're a good team of players that older balls wouldn't know as well. Carl is good too.
We miss Carl. Carl was not here this week. I was actually hoping he would have a huge week, and then he just was unable to play, it looked like. But how about this for a sub? I was like, Linux still plays?
I have not seen Linux's name in like 4 years.
I had somebody else playing as Linux, but it was Linux.
Yeah. Is this?
And it had
Linux
the backstabber player, so I was like, this is Linux.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was just a wild substitution. I was stunned.
Old Land Before Time legacy.
I was just like, okay. But yeah, this did not go well. Linux was as I'm not gonna hate on Linux. Linux actually played decently when looking at the stats, but it was just an overmatched team. Mercury Revs, shout out to Logistic Map, very well built team, probably top team, if not top 2 in the league. And they proved it. They really just went to town and they showed no mercy here. Just constant capping.
This team is good.
Big sweeps.
I think Omni is we might see Omni in majors at some point.
Yeah, I got actually some inside info from our boy Yis, the greatest content creator of all time. Yis
is on defense, by the way.
Yes, he is. I was just messing around. Yeah, Yis and Omni should be flip-flopped. My mistake. So Yis let me know. Yis told me, he said, hey, I just want you to know, it may not have shown up in the stats in week 1, but Omni is the vocal leader and like our captain and deserves a huge shout out. That's the type of information we can't glean from statistics. We don't go into the channels and games. Like, obviously that's a no-no. So let us know that stuff, because it does factor into how we cover players. And it also factors into like how we give out awards for like best team player and thing like that. The best team player, yes, it's not just support numbers. It's supposed to be the player that glues everyone together. And the reason
Omni's been like impressive in rank too. Like, I think I was playing with him a week ago or something. We had a 4. We were down 4 and came back and won. So
hell yeah,
at the last second. Yeah, Omni was the reason for it, I would say. Omni's like,
he's Omni man,
a good offender. Yeah,
killer. Love that. So yeah, shout out to Omni, shout out to Yis for letting me know, and shout out to Yis for the great content that Messi and or Fender did not create, and he was able to.
Team Logistic Map has built over here.
Yeah. You know what he went by to build the team, right?
I don't know.
The logistics.
He did.
All the
logistics,
bro. And shout out to Logistic Map helping with the stream. A lot of players in that channel help Logistic Map, TagPro. I know I'm forgetting a few others. I apologize, but very, very kind when we were looking to upgrade our stream, and they supplied advice and just links to more codes to download for GitHub and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys.
Cumberwood says Linux is active, but under different names. So that's interesting.
Oh, he's interesting. What are the names? Dox him now. That's funny. Okay, so that makes more sense, because I was like stunned to see Linux.
Yeah, that was like a Monday Night Raw. They bring back an old retired wrestler.
Yeah, the music hits and everyone goes, oh. But then, like in classic WWE fashion, they just bury him on return.
Okay, I know those names, Tumble, but I still haven't seen those names in quite a while.
Oh, he was Garrett. Okay, and Black Magic.
I did know that those were Linux.
Don't know Gerbo. I knew Garrett. I saw a little bit of Black Magic, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Interesting. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, this was kind of a MRV love fest. They had the 5-0 run to start the first 504. I said Linux with 3 question marks in for Carl. SelfySyntax had the 4 caps. Omni the 3 caps, 3 pups. Yes, 22 and 10 returns. Broseph 18 tags with 13 returns. Trapsin 19 tags with 17 returns. Toity, our boy Toity. We enjoyed watching Toity. 14 tags with 10 returns.
Rooting for you, Toity. It's been rough so far, but
you'll get there. Well, I mean, like, honestly, here's the thing. I don't know how many seasons they have under their belt. Sometimes it takes
like one, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Sometimes it takes a bad season to make you better, because you got to play better players, and that's what makes you better. That's all there is to it. Like the more you play, the more you hang in there, the better you're going to get. So keep it up. Yeah, this was kind of brutal. The 7-0 run in the first 430, that's not what you want to see, because how do you recover from that? Omni went off again here. 5 caps, 6 pups. Selfie had 4 and 221 hold. He also wrote a phenomenal theme song for us. And then Yis had 29 tags with 25 returns. Those are Wayne numbers if I've ever seen them, bud. Then game 3, more of the same. 811 prevent, 515 hold, 509 prevent, 333 hold. Selfie more caps, he had 4. Omni more caps, he had 3. You guys calm down. Jeez Louise, they're already dead.
Blowout series.
So yeah, it was a blowout, but I mean, like, again, my perspective when I was a player getting blown out, it was miserable. But I was like, okay, what did I learn when I watched stuff back? Where was I supposed to be? What did, you know?
Yeah, no, that's always.
And that's the kind of, we talked about it at the top. That's what I liked. I had, if you guys remember, Epiphany and Raspberry, they were some of my early coaches. I learned a lot. I also said from Bright, but I just listened to everything they told me. Where should I have been? What was my position? What did I do wrong? How do I get into better position to support this backboard? You know,
someone who I'm sure has been really good about this type of thing is Brosif. Like, I don't know, like Skinny Chode still plays in ranked and is always like typing to like what other people can do wrong, and Brosif is eager for the criticism and he takes it really well.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he's still watching, but yeah, you love to see that, because again, that makes you better. It is what it is. Yeah, I've always said this to players who ask me for advice, which are no longer the case. Nobody asks me for anything. But I would just be like, yeah, just ignore everyone who's just hating on you and tell you suck, because like they used to suck and they just need to feel better about themselves. Like, I mean, you hear it all the time, but like, what's the benefit to that has always been my perspective. And I did it for a while too. I think, to me, Wayne, this is one of the more interesting things of TagPro. The longer you play, the more cynical you become, because you start to be very good at the game and you start to forget how much you've grown, right? So it becomes a game of frustration.
I think that's often happens in like even sports, but probably more in like esports stuff, esports context.
Not for me. I'm good at everything but TagPro.
You don't get egotistical about it?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm just great, you know?
Okay, so no.
I'm like probably the greatest of all time. Back to back content award winner, by the way. I don't think there's anyone else who did that.
Fender, check the records.
Fender, check them out. And then while you're checking it, check what you signed up under, because I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's defense. But here you are in the offense.
All right, but he's majors. Let's focus on our minors, boys. Game 3, more of the same. We already talked about this, but Yis and Brosef, they had 42 tags, 31 returns, 8 pups, 658 prevent. Very, very solid performance from those two. And then Yis just said, yeah, I'm going to keep it coming. He had 20 tags, 20 returns, and then the next game, 21 tags, 16 returns. So, yeah, this was just an MRV show. Selfie's going nuts. 3 caps, 20 tags. As an offensive player, he pulls a Fender. Reverse Fender, we'll call that. 7 returns, 4 pups. Omni had 2 caps.
This is what they call a stat week for MRV.
Yeah, this is definitely a stat week. And like, to me, that sets you up for a trap game the next week. We'll talk about that in a minute when we get to the previews. But it's kind of dangerous when you're outmatched a little bit. But also like really tough for LBT losing Carl, who's, you know, Tarl with a T is one of our faves. And I imagine he's really fun to play with. And then not to say Linux is not a good replacement, but like week 2, you have to do a replacement. It's tough, you know?
Tarl got a reprimanding by the CRC for his name change.
I saw that, yes, yeah. So did King Cruel. And I'll be honest, as a guy who's like pulling those stats, they're not wrong. It's a little more difficult to like pull it in. So basically what they're trying to prevent is if everyone starts doing that, it's going to be impossible to track. But I also was under the impression, and this is why I was confused, I thought names were locked. Are they not?
What do you mean?
Isn't your name locked for the season?
In ranked, but not in private games.
Ah, I see. Okay. Thanks for the glaze. I was in the glaze. It's funny. Yeah, Broseph is killing it. He had a great game. I mean, it was just dominant performance from the Mercury Revs. Yeah, they won all the tags, or they won tags, I should say. This is game 4, 64-52, and then 48-39 on returns. Tinderfella, let's shout him out a little bit, right? 2 caps, best game, 150 hold, 3 pups. Trapson and Twady had 32 tags, 25 returns, 3 pups. This is the impressive part. They got whooped for 3 straight games, and then they come out and put out a banger, right? 6-4, they didn't get the win, but they showed up. You know how difficult that is to do? The bounce back. It's so, I don't know. To me, that's impressive. So great work keeping your mental in it.
Yeah, we're giving flowers for this, I guess.
How dare you? Jesus. Wayne says, no, shit on everyone. I don't care. He's got Asdiff on speed dial saying, hey, you want to get in on this? Asdiff, meanwhile, got an injury from dessert. What the hell does that even mean? Jeez Louise. All right. Yes, had 21 tags with 16 returns. Selfie and Omni, 4 pups apiece. Yeah, it's time to move on here. We'll shout out Toity, because we like Toity. 21 with 15 returns, 3 pups.
Shout out Toity.
And shout out Broseph, because we like Broseph. 2-way ball here, 12 tags, 12 returns. 1 cap, 119 hold, and 2 pups. That closed it out.
Toity and Broseph is like my favorite ranked pub defense.
I'd watch that sitcom.
Of players that I haven't heard of before, coming back. Those 2 are my favorites.
I'd watch a sitcom with those 2. It's the Toity and Broseph show. Now, okay, we streamed this game. This was, as I said, we've been very lucky in our streams. Every one of these games was good. I think everybody expected Blockadiles coming into this to probably lose out and get boat raced because they had such a bad, they underperformed is what I will say in week 1. And that was not the case.
Came out hot.
They came out hot. They were strong throughout. And honestly, they could have probably won games 3 and 4 as well. They were all tight games. I like Blockadiles. I thought they had a real turnaround on this, even though there's I didn't bring that to the front, so you see the logo crossed out at the bottom there. But yeah, Blockadiles were great. This was a very fun game to stream. Good, fun team. Good drafting from Jarvis and Vic. And of course, great drafting from Jazz and Prime. We wanted to see this team. We had Old Man Bam,
Ox,
JKXS, the Captain Crunch, CT, and Poetic Alto. Yeah, we'll get into it in a second, but yeah, this was a fun game. Game 1, anti-read, 2 caps, 202 hold. Rate. Who the hell is Rate? Wraith. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I was like, there's no player named Wraith. Wraith makes more sense. Sorry about that, Wraith. 17 with 14 returns, 4 pups. Tumblewood, our boy, 20 tags, 9 return, 2 pups. This was after Tumblewood shamefully said last week, my own statistic I developed had me last. And then he comes up and shows up. Monster first game. Great work.
A massive key return that pretty much sparked the first chain that got him on the board too.
Yeah. The big one in this one, we all, so this was funny for us. We were all watching Poet, who was in between a pup, in between
a boost.
And we were like, he's just waiting to do something cool. Turns out now he just disconnected.
Yeah. Then he came back a little bit after.
From their perspective, they probably thought the same thing we did. So
until maybe a little bit faster than we got on, but still. That
was super funny. So yeah, we did that was great. It did not really affect the game. Maybe, I mean, momentum changed
a little bit, but
they didn't get a cap until they came back.
Chance to, it hurt their ability to come back.
Well, I thought it was, they were already down. So yeah, it was 2-0, but we don't know if he had connectivity issues earlier than that. We don't know. Old Man Bam had 2 caps, 123 hold, 2 pups, 7 tags, 7 returns. So RT or TR, we'll call those. And yeah, basically Blockadiles 1 tags, 55-42, and they had way more prevent in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, slippery little boy, that's weird. Slippery guy, anti-read, 3 caps, 116 hold. PTF showed up past that flag, 1 cap, 14 tags with 11 returns, 3 3 pups. And Wraith, some people call him Rate. Wraith had 1 cap with 15, 13 returns, 4 pups. And then they won as a team. Block It Out's 13-5 on pups. Poet kind of went off here. He had 15 with 14 returns and 202 hold. This is the game, I think, and JKXS had 19 with 13 and 1 cap. In this game, I think we were saying Poet needs to push in towards the end. There was I think he had a very super long hold, but like there was under a minute and they were down 2. But also there was nothing open, so I understood why he wasn't. But it was like, yeah, you got to try to force something. Yeah, it was a great game though. Then we went to game 3, another good game. This is the Jazz finally came back, got a win, and it was JKXS. He went crazy, 23 with 17 returns, 2 caps, 3 pups. I believe he had a crazy snipe save in this one as well. And Wraith had 24 tags, 13 returns, passed the flag, had 15 tags with all returns, and 3 pups. And then hold off, it was Old Man Bam. Oh, I call him Old Man Bam Bam, even better. Old Man Bam Bam, 1 cap, 221 hold. And then Anti-Re, 1 cap, 227 hold. They didn't get the captures. It was a low-scoring game, but the hold definitely affected. This one was decided early on because they went on a 4-1 run for the first 5:47. Block It Owls made it close, but then it was a defensive standoff. There were a lot of opportunities. I remember, maybe I'm wrong, but I remember 3 or 4 times where we went, oh, yeah, so close, but it just wasn't to be, and the Jazz pulled it out. Then they went to OT in the next game. So again, great series, phenomenal. JK went off again. He had 1 cap, 3 pups, 17 tags with 10.
I think the cap was a big swing momentum too.
JK's?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Poet had 2 with 14 tag returns. And Wraith, yeah, I'm saying Wraith's name a lot. He was up there. He was getting all those pups. He had 6 pups. Anti-Re had the 2 caps, 157 hold. CT had 4 pups and 14 tags. Yeah, this, again, it was just such a good series. I strongly recommend, if you haven't watched it, not just to get eyes on TagPro Network, but if you want to watch like a really fun series back and forth early in the season, this was it. I thought this was the game of the week for Niners. Yeah, I just thought it was like the most entertaining, and I was so grateful we got to stream it because it was entertaining, right? Like, nothing's worse than like, go back to the OPH, a 10-5 blowout. That's the... it's over halfway through, and you're like, well, we got 5 minutes to burn. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, we thought this was going to be the case, but it wasn't.
Yeah, we thought there would be, based off week 1, we thought, oh, okay, this is potentially, because the, Jazz were and still are for me, dark horse, right? Like, I like them a lot. I thought it was going to be kind of a beatdown, but no, Block It Owls not only showed up.
Still a bit odd to call the number 1 preseason ranked team a dark horse, in my opinion. But
who had them number 1?
The community, I think.
They don't know what they're talking about. That's why we're doing the show.
The
aggregate. There's who's shot at who? I see him. He says pause in there. But shot at who is a follower.
That was when you called Anti-Re slippery little boy.
Oh, CT, let's go, boy. That's when I called him a slippery boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I paused myself on that one, dog. I hit the rewind. I raced over it. We're considering deleting this in cast. Also, shout out to OK then. I saw that he followed. He loves the show, man. Thank you so much. We love you guys too. Pause. Yeah. So game 4. This is the OT Fest. I think we kind of already talked about most of this.
Yeah.
But let's talk. Shout out CT. Yeah, we'll do it again. Why not? 4 pups, 14 tags.
CT, Mr. Horror Game himself.
A horror game. That was right. That was game 5 though. That was so funny. So CTE struggled in the first half, writes horror game, and then proceeds to just go lights out. It was so funny. Yeah. I think he had like one of the groaners where we were like, it should have been a cap. And he types in horror game, gives up a cap, and then just plays great. The rest of the way. It's so funny.
Fire to watch in that game.
Yeah, it was good. But yeah, we'll do the wrap up, and then before we move on, I'll shout out Block It Owls again. So Anti-Re had 206 hold, said his name a lot. Again, he was very slippery. We were all impressed. 1 cap, 3 pups. Tumblewood, 4 pups. Oh yeah, this was a big thing. There were a few plays, Tumblewood. Not I guess critique, but it was kind of like you're going for the pup, and I'm curious because you're in chat. Was there not comms because like For me, that was always, when I was on offense, the most frustrating thing.
There was also like there was team chat at various points, and we were wondering about comms just in general. I think on both sides.
Yeah, because there was like 1 or 2 plays where I was like, oh, he's going for the pup, but then that was just a walk-in cap because he went for the pup. But I was like, well, did they not say he's out? Like, what happened there?
Yeah, and I didn't notice it specifically with Tumbleweed, or Tumblewood. I don't know why I keep saying that. But
there used to be a Tumbleweed as well. That's probably
yeah,
why.
I thought there was. Yeah. But I just noticed it with the team in general. There was a lot of those walk-ins.
Yeah, and that. Okay, so there was comms, but I felt like I was going to give up a cap and a pup too. That's understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, it's never a fun situation. I get it, dude. But yeah, horror game. CT goes off, 3 caps, 216 hold. Poet had 22 with 21 returns, insane. Bam had 3 puffs, 12 tags, 7 returns. Just a great series. And again, shout out to Block Dials. Totally changed my mind about them this season. I thought for sure they were going to be like 8, and now I'm like, yeah, no, they're definitely a potential playoff team.
Is the menace. You got to watch out for him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. All right. What do we got here? We got a note. Okay, please don't forget us and write our names in. Sincerely, FWO. All right. Postscript, we're not telling what our name means.
That's
as if insist that it's fastest way out. Guys, don't worry. We would never forget your names 2 weeks in a row. All right, so we had Fur Dollars with Beef, Juki, Sinatra, Bot Don't Bot, Oink Oink, and Granny the Grabber against FWO with Ron Sponson, Dan P, OD God, Bon Scott, and Big Dave Stud. Got him.
Wait, what's going on here?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay. It really threw me for a second.
Oh, me. You didn't remember Granny the Grabber and Big Dave Stud?
Well, I saw Oink Oink. I'm like, oh, is this real? Is Oink Oink back?
Ron Sponson is back, baby. He's now the GM of FWO.
Beef Juki instead of GM of
Juki shows up. He heard and wanted to get back in on the action. All right, Furballers who we love in FWO. Yeah, so is this right? I feel like this is wrong. This is wrong.
I don't think this is right.
This is not right. I think I think they might be flipped. I think Furballers.
We fucked up the FWO again. Even with the big base.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I think that they won.
What happened? Oh no, I tried to transition to a different thing to like get us away so I could fix it.
Just change the background.
Just change the background. Oh no. All right, stand by.
Pretend it's just swap the name.
We got some technical difficulties here. What happened here? Where's the hub? Let's find out. I think I just flipped, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong.
All right, it's solved. It's solved. Fixed it.
No, it is. That is right. I did just flip it.
Yeah, I flipped the name, so we're all good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I just did.
All right, good looking out. All right, guys, technical difficulties are over. FWO, we tried to make you win. Thanks, Edmania. Sorry, guys. We need a. I gotta create a technical difficulty slide. We'll probably use it like every other slide. Yeah. So. Yeah, they showed up. Furballers really showed up. They had a great week 1. We said they're a team to watch, and then they had a better week 2. That to say, though, like, these games, not that bad. It could have gone either way, to be honest with you. Oh, I got Selfie's intro music coming back on because I switched the scene. I was wondering. I was like, what is going on here? Don't worry, we're good now. Yeah, let's get into it. Sorry. Furball won prevent 831 to 536. They had the cap train early on. I shouldn't say early on. I should say in the middle of the game that kind of put it away. It was Edmania, Squeeb, Edmania, sadness. Oh man, I guess I get a cap. And Squeeb, 19 tags, 18 returns. Admania, 4 caps, 218 hole. Let's go, son. Picking it up. We called him out a lot in the game we streamed the previous week. And we said he was like a player to watch. We liked his style. And then he was like, yeah, you guys were right. So thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. 7-3 game 2. Wayne, you knew what happened here. You watched this one. You told me. You're like, all I do is watch furballers, hoping for one glance at meows.
Yeah, just praying.
So again, they had like a 7-1 run over the first 8 minutes. That's tough to come back from. So really buried it in. Sadness.
Another 5.
I guess I'll
caps.
cap again. Once more. 10 tags, 8 returns, 6 pups, just monster game. And then the Squeebster, 18 tag returns. Shout him out to Doku, though. All right, 2 caps, 10 tags, 9 returns. Not bad.
He's trying.
And Marcus, who's getting the call up, had 15 tags with 14 returns. Okay, we see you. Game 3, a little closer, but still all for all the time. They went up 7-0 in the first 5, so this wasn't as close as it seemed, I would say.
I mean, it seems like it was a legitimate run, though, from FWO.
Yeah, definitely they came back. They were pushing, but I don't think it was ever in doubt. I should look to see when the last cap occurred. But yeah, the cap train from 157 to 313, again, just sadness. Oh, Admania. Whores? Admania. Anyways, first defense was, again, Squeebster. Squeeb's pretty nasty down there, huh? He's been having a great season. 27 tags, 20 returns, 2 pups.
This team is doing well all around, so.
19 tags, 16 returns, 3 pups. And then, I know, I had 22 tags, but I'm always listed last. 17 returns, 2 pups. Yeah. And then game 4, FWO said, you know what? We're going to win one. And they did. Good job, FWO. Fur won the hold by 2 minutes. And Caps, I should say Pups, 11-7 with 8 rolling. But then, what is this? Bleast? Oh. So Bleast is beast mode, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Just making sure. Yeah, beast mode had 1 cap, 120 hold, 4 pups. Marcus had 14 with 13 returns. And Doku, 142 and a cap. Low scoring game. Every cap matters, obviously. And the defense was on point. Squeeb had 19 tag returns with 3 pups. Horse. Yeah, I mean, like, this was just a great back and forth game, so everybody gets kind of a stat shout out here. All the combinations.
Strong finish from FWO after 3 pretty
and then
rough.
They went to OT,
games.
Got another point at least.
Seems like more of a, was it Centenaria? More of a Centenaria team than a Suda.
Yeah, and they had the cap, again, the Furballers, I think like they had a lot of cap trains in this series. So something to work on for FWO to try to say, okay, like when's the time to go anti? Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure they have some insight as to what happened and why, but Admania.
Gaz is running cap train drills in practice for them. So,
yeah, so that's why they're so good at it. That's what you're saying. Yeah. Who's the other GM? I've forgotten. Who is it? Who's the other one?
Dad and Toppy.
Dad and Toppy. They're also going to be running those drills, only in reverse. That's how you stop it. Shut up, Dad. These are children. Yeah, last game, the cap train really kind of did him in again. Dominant on pups 14-8. It was a tag committee. There was 12 plus tags for each player for FWO. I thought that was kind of cool. And Marcus had 235 holds, 16 tags. There's his audition. Please take me and stab him. Stab. Not cheese doodles. Stab Cheetos right in the back. You son of a bitch, Marcus. Nah, just kidding. Not his fault. But yeah, 235 hold, 16 tags.
Okay. You say that you want like association stuff, but Marcus is going from FWO to FWO, so it kind of is an association, right?
Yeah, no, I said
He's
I like
staying
that.
within the same organization.
Yeah, that's good. What's your point?
I don't know. I didn't realize that. I don't know.
I said it like 4 times. Wayne. Holy.
I didn't. It's internal. It's an internal promotion.
Yeah, well deserved. The work is mysterious and important here. So, yeah, Marcus had 16 tags, 13 returns, and a cap. Bleast had 4 pups. Squeebster had 19 with 15. Sadness 16 with 7. 326 hold. He had 0 caps this game. Oh, that's the one thing you highlight. I just thought that was interesting because he exploded everywhere else and then just struggled on this last map or last game. And then Admania, of course, 2 caps and the game winner. Let's go. And shout out to Bleast, of course, on the Furballers as well. He had 13 with 7 and a cap. So low scoring OT game. It looks like most of these games were relatively close. Like game 3 onward, there was the comeback, and then the comeback spawned the momentum to win. And then there was an OT game. So yeah, definitely worth a watch.
Seems like there's a lot of defenders capping on Centenaria for whatever reason.
Yeah. Well, I've heard like the best move you can make at this point is to just sign up as a defender. But play offense.
And play offense. And maybe you could change your name to something like Defender.
Yeah, they'll never know. Poor Fender. He's like, what the hell did I do to these guys?
Just getting at least one shot in every podcast.
Week 2 standings. All right, these are real standings, not made up, straight from the hub. Mercury Revs at top. No surprise after a big sweep like that. Furball are still up there, 24. I like them. OPH at 23. Jazz Quartet 18. Manchester and FWO at 10. Blockadiles jumped to 7. LBT down to 2. Not over yet, though. I mean, a lot of work to get out of that hole.
Desperation mode, but yeah.
Still a chance to catch up. All right, we got the Wayne Jam power rankings. So I went side by side to make it even sexier. I kept Furballers at 1. They didn't move for me. You have the exact standings, Wayne. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, if you like the standings, get ready to see them again.
The exact standings.
Legitimately, I took a good amount of time to make these power rankings, and then just realized it's the exact same thing as the standings.
Unreal. So. That's hilarious. Wayne puts an hour of work in. It's the same as the standings.
I was like, all right, move this team here, this team here. Oh, okay, it's just the standings.
Ours are, I mean, like pretty similar. I have block dials going up 2 to 6th. I'd like to put them higher, but like the truth is this is very, very similar. I would say all teams are still competing at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised. I think LBT even has had kind of a rough run of it, if I'm not mistaken. Because they played Mercury Revs.
And Furballers.
And they played Furballers. So like I wouldn't count them out just yet. Like
they played.
And they didn't have Carl for one of them. So yeah. And
Carl's important to that team for sure.
Yeah. So I think, well, of course he is. We call him out all the time. It's Tarl. So yeah, I'm not ready to say it's over for LBT, but based off what we've seen so far, yeah, I got to put him in 8th. We match up there. I blocked Dials 1 higher. I kind of wanted to put a lot of teams higher, but I just didn't. I moved Jazz Quartet down 1.
Look who recovered from their injury.
What do you mean?
Mr. Ease Def is in chat.
Are you kidding me? What? 2 p.m. Let's go, buddy. We're almost done. We got one more, buddy. We've been tracking your snack. It's just immediately cursing at us. Unreal. All right, so we got Furbs. Yeah, we're pretty similar here, and this is pretty similar to the standings, obviously, for both of us, I guess. The reason OPH jumped for me was they've looked impressive. I think I've underrated them, and I think like the top 3 teams are like right now they look the scariest.
I think they have, you could argue, the best offense in the league, and that is just important right now. Yeah.
I don't know if they have the best. I really like Mercury Revs, but it's kind of tough to say because they kind of beat up on a team that was 1 down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need to see them. And I don't know. Meowza, man. Meowza's coaching.
It's between those two, I'd say, yeah. And I don't know, yeah. Furballers are up there.
They're all good, yeah. Are you ready to call the Jazz Quartet the Dark Horse yet? Can we do that? Are you getting on this train?
No, not quite. They need to do worse for me to call them a Dark Horse.
So they got to throw a week and then you'll call them a Dark Horse? Unreal.
Yeah, maybe.
But I like Block Dials and Alligators. I think they're going to come back in. Hopefully we're right. Asdiff gave us his power rankings beforehand, so he's in chat. Thank you, buddy. The hell? Are you kidding me, Asdiff? What are you doing, man? It's just a Blockadile and out? I don't even know. Dude.
Yeah, that's not a Blockadile or Alligator.
Rumor Melon chat check in. I got nada. I gave the Mercury Revolution info on Omni. I thought that was pretty good, but I haven't heard anything about anybody moving. I haven't heard anybody missing this week or anything.
Marcus Yellow is on the move up. That's all I know.
Yeah, but he stays. It's not going to affect them overall. So
yeah, it doesn't affect Niners at all.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Brosev saying Omni is the go. Omni is very well received in the community. You love to see that. Let's go Omni.
Yeah, someone sign MC because he had such a good week.
Yeah, somebody should get MC. He was pretty filthy. I would agree with that. Wait, but that would be Majors, would it not?
No, because MC is subbing for Wassa, remember? Like, that was just a...
Oh, that's right. I'm mixing it. We do so many shows, I mixed it all together. My mistake. Yeah, good call out, Mania. Somebody should, like, if you are looking to shake things up, maybe MC is worth a flyer.
Proved admirable in his one week sub.
Week 3, in case you didn't watch our first cast, is going to be Moonbase, games 1 to 3. And, yeah, we like this map. It's fun. It's oldest in rotation.
Yep.
Is this developed? This is an okay then map, right?
Ooh, I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know if he's still watching it. He only watched the majors probably. Maybe not. But I think it's an okay then map. Too bad Asdif's not here. He'd know. Yes, Tumblewood says yes. Tumblewood realized we would have stood here for an hour 40 minutes trying to figure it out. Not looking it up.
I was on the way.
I've forgotten how to say it. Basenja?
Also Ishii. So.
Ishii. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Basenja. I don't know who made this map, but it's a fun one.
This is Bambi and somebody else.
You did say Bambi the first time around. I'm just forgetful. I don't memorize maps like that.
Oh, it's Bambi and Tumble.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yours truly.
Let's go, Tumble. Good work, bud.
This is a fun map, Tumble. I really enjoy it. I'm glad I
said this is a fun one and not like, this looks like shit. You would have been so sad.
I've had a lot of fun playing this.
This one's made by yours truly. Let's go, Tumblewood. This looks like a lot of fun. There's so many angles, at least that I'm seeing as an offensive player right now. You know what I would do, Wayne, right? I would just.
It's like the organized vision from Tumble, and then there's the mad scientist Bambi throwing stuff in. I love the duo.
I would literally just sit on OD the entire time, and everyone would hate me. They'd be like, "You suck."
They're coming in with the bomb, the boost of bomb. They're coming in behind you. You don't even realize it. Yeah. Portal fake. There's a lot of options.
As if in chat is right. I think this is probably of the two. This is the one I'm looking forward to seeing the most because I haven't seen.
Moonbase is fun as well, though. Yeah,
but I've seen that in competitive before. I haven't seen this one, so
yeah, it'll be exciting.
All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Before we go into our last one, week 3 matchups. Here we go. Ooh, yes, sir. This is a trap game for Manchester because Land Before Timers has come off playing the 2 hottest teams. Are being extremely underrated right now. And these guys, Manchester is the veteran team, right?
Yeah.
Glad to see. Again, I'm sorry, I didn't have time, so like the points place, I couldn't get it all in. But Wayne, just check your standings and let us know. I'm pretty sure Manchester is in 5th. And LBT is in 8th.
LBT's last, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
But it's, this is going to be I think this game is going to sneak up on people, and I think all 5 are going to be close. That's my prediction here.
I'm going to lean Manchester's veteran, but...
Is Spjork O or D this season?
I think
he's D.
I don't know. It seemed like he was D. I thought he was D.
He was pulling big D numbers, and Taurus was pulling big O numbers, but like I thought Taurus was on D.
Taurus has played D before, but I think it's Taurus O.
I'll have to check that. Yeah, that should be a really good match. I'm looking forward to LBT in that one. OPH's team, okay. Oh, this is going to be wow. These 2 good games here. This is going to be the 4th place team against the 3rd place team. OPH is 3rd place. Sorry about that again. Couldn't get it all in. Jazz Quartet is 4th place. This is going to be a banger. And
this is also from the preseason aggregate rankings, number 1 versus number 8.
I see you, Asdif, you perv. So funny. Yeah, this is going to be...
Going into the season, this was viewed as a mismatch, but now as we're in week 3...
Oh, no, this is going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be MC, because I thought that was the same player. It's going to be Wasa in there. So, a lot of mistakes on the OPH side, but yeah. Didn't get these in either. Nice. Chase victim. We have our first mistake.
I was so disappointed that I didn't see Dan P when he was a chase victim.
We're fixing it. We're fixing things as we go now. We're fixing things as we go now. That's the new mantra. Sorry, team.
Also, Robin.
This is going to be a banger as well. I honestly, this is a tough matchup. I'm going to warn you, Blockadiles. This team is very good. Sadness is insane. Squeeb is insane. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult matchup, but Jesus.
Watch out for that anti-re.
How many mistakes can I have in one slot? This is how you know I was rushing this to get it out in the last second. This is going to be huge. This is going to be a big matchup, but I do think Blockadiles has really just had like a tough schedule to start things off, huh? Who did they play week 1? Because they played Jazz. Now they're playing Furballers. And I feel like they played OPH. I think they played OPH. I'm pretty sure they played OPH. That's a brutal start. So like,
oh yeah, true. They have the map maker advantage as...
Yeah, it was OPH. Yeah. Oh, map maker advantage. That's true. Knows all the routes, knows all the tricks. Let's see it. Yeah, I'm rooting for I can't go against Meowza though.
Meowza demands excellence from
I'm rooting for both teams. I'll take the cop out. But this should be a good one.
Meowza's in the locker room saying, "End their season, team."
Yeah. Yeah, we're at that point now. So week 3 is a tough one because if you started a little slow, you're definitely in the danger zone. So, all Kenny Loggins. You guys too young. You're not gonna get that joke.
I got
Thank you. Now we know Wayne loves yacht rock.
I love it because Archer references Kenny Loggins quite a bit.
Yeah. Ooh. This is gonna be a battle, but I honestly think. Okay, so yeah, the same way. Who did Mercury play week 1? Do we know off the top of your head?
No.
I think they have a slightly softer schedule.
It's been.
I think Manchester is probably the hardest team that they played because they had LBT without him, and then FWO is kind of towards the bottom in rankings as well. But yeah, keep piling it on. This is gonna FWO. You're gonna have your hands full. Selfie has been nuts. Yes is nuts. Omni.
Well, Omni is on offense, but Yes has also been nuts.
Wow.
We said this earlier.
Yeah, I know, but I'm tired of messing up. Broseph and Yes. Yeah. Mercury Revs are just a really good team. FWO is going to have their hands full. I think they're the most well-built team. He followed the logistics. He followed the map. He's done it. Meanwhile, this guy's just trying to have his kids play for him. Nice try, Dad. Unreal. Well, we got one more. You're going to see the awards section. We got Rolling Deep next. And then we're Dunions. So yeah, Wayne, thank you again. Appreciate you being here as always. Asdif, good seeing you in chat, Bubba. Of course. Asdif did say Meowza reminds me of a Russian ballerina instructor. You will not disappoint any cost. Unreal. All right.